Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a video all about cloth nappies because it's absolutely overwhelming with the amount of information that are there about those nappies. So I thought I will make a very simple video and demonstrate to you all the types, the sizes, the inserts, the prices of the nappies, the accessories, and also I'll cover on why the cloth nappies are a good option and why they might not be a good option for you. So if that's what you want to know about cloth nappies, stick around to the end. Type of the nappies. So we have all-in-one nappies, which are these. They have loads of different patterns and they have the insert already stitched onto the nappy. So you don't have to worry about the inserts or put them in any way. Therefore, you can fold them in any way you like. For boys, the front of the nappy would probably have this folded over like that because they wear more at the front. And then for girls, you might want to fold it in that way to keep it all at the back. Anyway, that can be an option for you. You would have to decide which one you prefer. So that's one, all-in-one nappies. There is also different types. There are a Velcro one, or you can buy the ones with clips and adjust them to the size. This one's got clip as well to adjust to the size. Nevertheless, it's all the same. There you go, all-in-one. Those are not my favorite type of nappies because they do tend to leak more than the others. So I prefer to use them only in emergencies when I run out of nappies, but I do have about 20 of those. Then another type is a pocket nappy. It's called a pocket nappy because it's got a pocket where you put an insert. You can take an insert and put it into the nappy like that. They are called pocket nappies. If you hear my children at the background, it's because they are in the room and they are playing and they just are there. So don't worry about them, just ignore the noises. So they are called pocket nappies because you can insert the insert inside the nappy. And they also have different versions. They have the clips ones and they do have the Velcro ones as well. I found the Velcro ones easier to use with babies that are already on the move, like they are crawling or walking, because they are just faster to put on. So I prefer the Velcro one for my 8-month-old baby, but I do like to use this type of nappies the most. I don't know, they're for me. The pocket nappies are for me. And when you're deciding whether you want to do cloth diapering, then you have to kind of test it out, which ones are the best for you. I know a lot of people that do the all-in-one because they're just fast, the nappy is ready, you put it on and then you put it into the bag for washing and that's it, done. Whereas these ones, they need to be stuffed in. Although I do not stuff my nappies. What I do, I take my insert and I lay it on top of it and then I close the nappy. And what I found is that this type of nappy with the insert in that way works just as well as it would have worked if the insert was stuffed in. And also what I would say is that I did check it with putting the insert inside the nappy and I found out that it leaked more than what I do. It just works much better for me that way and it's much faster. And also what happens when you do it like that is that you can take this insert, put it in the wet bag for washing, and then it's done, and then you can use another insert on top of that nappy, so long as this bit of the nappy is not soaking wet and it's still usable, and it prevents from the covers to be washed as much as it would have been done if they were stuffed. What's the difference between doing in that way and inside way is that material here, it's material that keeps the baby more dry, which I don't want, because I want my baby to feel the wetness of the nappy, so he understands that he's done a wee. And it's more of like elimination communication type of cloth diapering, because I do that as well with him. So yeah, it just works better for me like that. And then another type of nappy, I call them clip-on nappies, and a very popular brand in England is called Pop-In. And what happens, you have an insert that clips onto this cover. So you've got those little clips here, and then you clip the cover, then the insert onto it, and then you just do the nappy as normal. And then it's fine. And then what happens if that, it's basically the same way I was doing these ones, but they have clips, so they stay more in place. I really like this kind of option as well. I bought my nappies secondhand, so I don't have many of these. This one was a present from a neighbor. And the other ones are most of them are secondhand. So if I was buying new, I would go for this brand, Pop-In, and I would get the clip-ons on, because it works in the same way as I'm doing the pocket nappies, just they're designed in that way. That's all. I don't have the insert for this nappy because it's dirty, it's in the bag, it's been used, so I can't show you, but it's basically the same thing as these ones, with just clips onto it, and that's it, and you pop them in. And then what you can also have is an insert of this type, which goes around your baby just as a normal nappy. That's an insert, and then you use one of these clips to attach it onto the baby, so it doesn't come off. They are very much old school, I would say. I found with my research about cloth nappies that this type of nappies are more of old school. They're quite popular in the illumination communication community, because you can wear just this without any cover, and then you see straight away when the baby wees. It's very popular catching that signal the child gives when it does wee, while you are doing the watching period, observing period with the illumination communication. But that's a subject for another video. If you are interested about this, let me know, and I can do a video, educational video about the illumination communication, to explain a bit more about that. Anyways, what you do, you take one of those very thin, these ones are very thin nappy covers. They're just waterproof cover, and then you use one of those full nappy with that. And there you go. You have a cloth nappy. I love those as well, very, very much, because this covers are very light, and they're so easy to wash and so easy to dry. They dry like 2 hours, let's say, on the air drying, and they're dry. So if you don't have enough of them, you can just often wash them and they will dry very fast. I think Mio Bambino is one of my favorite companies that does those covers very well. They have double protection here for leaks, and I have never had this nappy leaking, never. So they're very, very good. What I found out, that this covers, the thin covers also work very well with different type of inserts, and I will show you different type of inserts now. So this is the next subject we're going to cover, different types of inserts. You can have this type of insert that goes around your baby with the clip that I already showed you, and they have a pocket and you can stuff them with those type of inserts to make it more full and bulky. You can stuff them with those to prevent leaks, because the better stuffed nappy, the less chance of the nappy leaking. This one is a cotton with, let me see, 90% cotton and 10% polyester outer. And I must say that the cotton nappies are the most absorbent in my opinion, so they're very good. Then you have those kind of inserts, and they are mostly bamboo, and they are really, really good. They dry quite fast. They're quite fast drying. You have hemp inserts. They're very stiff, the hemp inserts, but they do dry the fastest. They just dry like this. So they're very good options. You have those very not good inserts, I would say. They are the polyester and polymade. They're basically plastic. Those inserts are made to be the cheapest and the most value for money inserts, and they are not good for your baby's bum. I bought them not knowing this, so when I did more research, then I didn't use them. I haven't been using them in any other way than stuffing this nappy with those inserts when I run out of my bamboo inserts. Okay, they are very inexpensive. You can buy 30 of them for £25, so they are less than £1 for one insert. That's why, and you can use one insert for a wee, which means that you do not overlap the inserts to prevent leaks. That's why they are very inexpensive, because they're plastic. Plastic is cheap. So these ones are bamboo, 90% bamboo. Yeah, this is 90% viscose from bamboo and 10% polyester. And these are very thin. They dry super fast. They are very soft for your baby's bum. They look rough, but they are very soft for your baby's bum. And if you use 2 of them together, they're more than enough for a wee. Unless you have a very heavy weeer, then you put 3 of them and you're good to go. These ones are cotton wrap-up inserts that I use with this type of nappy cover, and they are very good as well. There you go. And they are cotton. They're very soft cotton. And then you have the charcoal ones, which are very good to keep the baby dry. I use them for nap times very often. What I would do, I would use one of these thin ones, bamboo, and the charcoal together, and I will make sure that the charcoal side is exposed to the baby's bum, so it prevents them feeling wet. And that's only for nap times, or maybe perhaps when we are going in a car seat and I can't change him immediately when he's done a wee. So yeah, it's just so the baby sleeps better. I find out that if the baby feels wet, he will wake up sooner. So there you go. I use them in that way. And then you have boosters. These ones is a nighttime booster. They are good to prevent leaks through the night, and they are more absorbent and they are thicker. So what you could do, you could use both of them together like this, the charcoal one and this one. And that, because it's got this flaps kind of thing, it will prevent the baby from leaking. Or you can even do it like that if you want to. So you can lay them in any sort of way and then use the thin cover for the nights. There you go. And you should be good. It should be okay for the whole night, unless your baby is very, very big weeer. Time for the price. Right, the price varies. You can get a pack of nappies. So for example, if you go to Poppin page and you look into this company's nappies, you can get them in a bulk, like for I think it's 20 to 25 nappies in one pack, and that can be the whole set you need. And it comes with the inserts that you need for the nappies and the covers. for the nappies, and that varies from about £200 in English money to maybe about £300 English money. So they are not the most affordable when it comes to the pricing, but if you have this kind of money on hand, you can buy the whole set and then you're done. You don't have to do anything else. Or what you can do is you can go onto Facebook Marketplace and scroll through all the million nappies that are available to buy from the local area and get them affordably, less expensive, secondhand. What happens is that people invest in them and they buy loads of different types of nappies, and then what they find, they choose one type that suits them most, and then they sell on the ones that they don't like. There are some brands that are more affordable than the others. Like for example, this pocket covers that I bought these ones in specific brand new, and I bought them from AliExpress, and I found that AliExpress have non-branded, because this is no brand whatsoever, cloth diapers, nappies that are way less expensive than what you would get in Britain, and of course because they have no brand. That's it. And I got they were on sale when I was buying them, and I got 3 in 1 pack. So I got 3 of those covers in 1 pack, and then one pack was £12. So I got them for £4. £4 each of these covers, but they do not come with inserts. So I got 3 packs of them, and I got 2 packs of the larger size, and then 1 pack of the newborn size. That's it. And then what you can also do, you can buy 1 nappy. If you want this nappy, for example, you can go on Amazon, you can search for pop-in nappies, and you can buy 1 nappy. Or you can buy 1 cover, nappy cover. Or you can buy all in one nappy. And they vary in pricing as well, but they are from about £9 to £15 each. So 1 nappy. I think the most average price for one of those nappies will be £12. But yeah, this is just a rough guide. Now, I want to talk about sizes as well. So there are sizes that are for newborns. There are sizes that are for toddlers. There are also sizes that are for the older ages. So with those, you can use it up until your child is potty trained, because you can clip them in any sort of way you want. For example, you can use the last clips, and that's going to be for the bigger, older child, or you can clip them in a way that's for a newborn. So you can clip them all the way like that, and you can even overlap them and do a little tiny newborn nappy. And I did use them for newborn, so it does work. They are quite bulky though, because they are folded over many times. I did buy this pop-in nappies in a newborn size, and that's because they came available on Facebook Marketplace, and I bought 12 nappies for £20 in newborn size, and they look just like these ones, but they are much smaller and much tinier, and they fit into the baby's bum perfectly. And I had my baby in those newborn nappies, 12 of them, from the moment he was born all the way until he was about 3 months old, and they fit him properly and well, no leaks. And the set that I bought, 12 covers like this, with about 12 inserts for the nappies, plus 10 inserts additional. So I had 22 inserts, and they were this nappies itself were enough, and sometimes when I didn't do my laundry on time, or for some reason they didn't dry, I used these ones, just, you know, folded them into their newborn size, and it was absolutely fine. So yeah, the size of the newborn nappies, you can also buy them on Facebook Marketplace sometimes, although they are less popular because people tend to buy these and fold them, clip them on into the newborn size, and just don't buy different sizes of nappies for their expenses cost, of course. Yeah, so there's a few accessories you can have for your cloth nappies. You cannot use pseudo cream or any sort of cream that's got tannin in it with your cloth nappies. That's because it goes onto the nappy and it basically prevents them from being absorbent. So in the end, it kind of destroys the nappies. No, it's a big no-no. What you can do is you can find alternative brands like Welda Baby. I got this as a present when my baby was 2 weeks old, and he's almost 9 months old, and I still have that cream. So I only use a little bit of that cream on the baby's bum, leave it there, and it covers his baby rash. Sometimes that appears, very rarely, occasionally. To prevent the moisture of the nappy touching baby's bum and creating nappy rash, what I do, I use shea butter, and this one is organic, and I got it when he was newborn, before he was born, and it's lasted me until now. And I think I'm pretty sure that this shea butter is going to last me until he's potty trained, really, because it's just so thick, and you just literally use a tiny little pea size shea butter, and you spread it all over his or her bum, and it just works wonderful just as it is. And this 250 grams of shea butter is more than enough for the whole year, even not more. Then of course you need a nappy sack, and this is a wet nappy sack, and you do need one because the nappies smell, and especially when you do your laundry every 2 to 3 days like I do it, they will smell. So small nappy sack like this for outdoors, if you're doing cloth nappies outdoors as well, and a big nappy sack like this for your indoors, probably 2 or 3, so you can wash them and swap them around and stuff like this. This one is enough for the whole nappies that I use and then wash it. You can buy special laundry powder for your nappies. This one is from Mio Bambino, and it's designed for the cloth nappies and inserts specifically. You put that, I think you put 1 scoop of this, 1 little scoop of that into your regular laundry detergent, and it's and it helps the stains from the poo and everything gets better. This was a gift, I did not buy that. I got this nappy and that laundry powder together as a gift when my baby was born, and I hardly ever used it because I don't feel like it's necessary, or it doesn't, I don't feel like it does any thing else than the regular laundry powder does. I use the non-bio laundry powder and just the powder. You can't use the laundry conditioner because it stops the waterproof layer be waterproof. So it does not work, so you can't. And also it's not good for your baby's bum, the smell, the smell of it, and it's just so many chemicals in the laundry powder. So just stick to the basics. Very basic non-bio detergent is more than enough for your nappy laundry. You can get those bamboo inserts, and these ones are for solid poo, so you can add them on top of the insert. So you've got your insert, you put that on on top of the insert like that, and then any liquid will soak through that bamboo insert and the solid will stay on it. And then what you can do, you can take this little bamboo insert, put it in your toilet, shake it like that, the poo will drop, and then you dispose that into the bin. I did get that when I was buying my my nappies, because I thought I might use it. I don't really use it because I do elimination communication, and very often I catch the poo in the potty instead of him doing poo in the nappy. My baby's currently crawling around me somewhere, so you can hear lots of noises and guggling, and he's got hiccups, so just bear that in mind that he's there. I think I have covered most everything. I've covered everything in my opinion. But I also do want to let you know why I've decided on to doing a cloth nappies. The most common reasons you will hear that people decide to do cloth nappies because of the environment. Of course, one regular nappy takes years to disintegrate into the earth, and the nappy industry produces so much waste. It's just unbelievable. So I went with the cloth nappies because of the environment, yes, but more for the health benefit of those nappies for my baby. The disposable nappies are full of chemicals. Do not question me about that. You might want to check the research, but I think, as far as I'm concerned, there are about 200 different chemicals in those nappies, and they have direct contact with the baby's skin, and they go through the baby's skin and they affect your hormones, your immune system. Trust me, they do. And then we grow up to be an adult and we wonder why we have hormonal disbalances and why we have PCOS and why we have this and that. In my opinion, that could be one of the reasons why we have those kind of problems. I want to give my baby the best that I can potentially give. And if I can do cloth diapering with a couple of laundry washes, then I will choose to do that instead of buying the nappies in the supermarket for my convenience and disposing them in the bin and exposing my baby to all those harsh chemicals. Now, I want to tell you a couple of important things before you do go on and choose cloth diapering. You need to ask yourself how committed you are to doing laundry every single day, and because you will have loads of laundry. This is a lot of nappies. Newborn babies, you change them about 12 to 13 times a day, and every other change of nappy will be a poo nappy, will be meconium. Will be their breast milk poo, so there will be a lot of poos. With the breast milk poos, you do not have to dispose them into the toilet, pre-wash them or anything like that. You can just put them in the washing machine, put the laundry on, and they will wash just fine because it's purely just liquid, so they don't affect your washing machine in any harsh way. That changes with the solids, because then the solid poo needs to be disposed into the toilet, and then the nappy goes to wash. So what people do, they shake it like that into the toilet, and then they put the insert into the wash, or they have the special hose that you can attach onto the toilet, which you can buy separately, even on Amazon you can find them. Or what you can do is you can shake the poo in the toilet and then take that into your bath and then give a little wash and then wash your hands. That's what I do. I'm not disgusted of my baby's poo because he's my baby. I created him in my belly. So I'm fine with that and just wash my hands. There are people that try that are trying cloth nappies for, you know, a week too, and it's just too much for them, and they just stop. They go back to regular nappies from the supermarket, and they are more convenient, they are faster, they are easier, and they are just for some people. So yeah, ask yourself a question of that. But when it comes to the cloth diapering, it could not be more simple than it is. It's not that complicated. You don't have to worry about anything. You just buy some nappies, secondhand preferable. Trust me, you want to get them secondhand at first, because you want to find which ones are the best for you, and then once you know the best style of nappy that you like, you can then go on and buy new from a certain company if you wish to do that. What else can I tell you? I can give you example of some companies, so you have somewhere to start. So let me see if there are any. Oh yeah, Little Tots. Little Tots or Tot Bots, that's one of the company you can get in England. Then you have Poppins, you can have a look at Poppins. You have a Mio Bambino, which is a very good brand. You can buy on Amazon. I saw a lot of them on Amazon. It's called Little Blooms. They're quite popular. They're very good nappies, I must admit. You can also go to AliExpress type cloth diapering or cloth nappies, and you can find these ones. They're unbranded ones. They're very good. I highly recommend them, and they are so inexpensive. There are Little Lamb as well. I know of Little Lamb, and oh, there is a Easy Peasy nappies. Those ones are called Easy Peasy nappies. I wouldn't say they're easy peasy though, but they are Easy Peasy nappies. And they are UK brand as well, so you can check Easy Peasies. And these inserts are from Tot Bots as well. There are some inserts. Bababoo inserts, bamboo inserts, Bababoo. And this one's very inexpensive. The one that I do not recommend are also from Little Blooms, but the Little Blooms ones do have the charcoal version of it and the bamboo version of those inserts, so you can check them out. That's it from me. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing and sharing that video with anyone that you know is interested of cloth diapering. I hope that was very educational. Give me thumbs up and write something down below, a comment to share some love, and yeah, see you next one.